Hello there, and welcome back, friend, to another episode of Fetch Quest. On our last episode, we experienced a shakeup in leadership in the city. Paul Regis is now the regent leader, and the gang is setting out to Bellamontico, hot on the heels of the twisted monster formerly known as Jean de Free. We pick up the action in the morning, just before they leave.
In town, you guys acquire your horses and you're standing up to go. Lieutenant Cliff sees you off, taking a small portion of his day out from his really busy schedule, as he is working on the rebuilding.
Cliff.
Yes, Constable. Constable Cliff comes out to see you guys off and wish you well. As you guys are leaving, he does hand you a handkerchief that has some fresh baked bread in it from his wife.
That's very kind of him.
Oh,
thanks,
you know
Cliff.
that. Nothing from me. He sort of blushes backwards. And, Paul, to you, he slides you a book. It's a small book.
What is... I look at the title. What does it say?
It says, Detective Grisham novel, number 1.
Oh, thanks, Cliff.
Hey, you can return it to me when you come back in town. Keep it. I got a backup copy.
I suspect you have his entire franchise.
You know it.
Don't worry, Cliff. I'll bring this back to you.
Cliff, we'll miss you. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Oh, Royo. And he sort of backs up and...
Last chance, guys, if we want to bring Cliff with us.
No,
Pico.
he's a constable. He's got responsibilities.
Pico licks him. Definitely.
Aw.
But like the full-on, like, jumps up to put paws on the chest lick.
Oh, I like dags.
This is like a Disney moment, man.
That means he's gonna die before we get back, I'm pretty sure.
You're a good little dag.
Well, especially the part where I said, I promise I'll bring your book back to you.
Oh, no. Wait, but he's already married. He hasn't told us he's getting married.
And he's not
He's
retiring
okay.
yet.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I
Actually...
looked at him and I go, wait. How many days until you retire?
9 days until I retire.
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
It
Are
was
you
nice
serious?
knowing you.
Yes.
I mean...
But you
Cliff.
just got promoted.
Cliff,
I
I'm,
know. I was thinking about putting it off for a little bit. What do you
Cliff,
guys
I'm
think
going
of
to
that?
need you to hide underground for the next week and a half.
Yeah. Cliff, do us a favor.
But
and
first check for radon.
Ellen. Stop flailing your hands about around the mic.
See, it's not so easy.
It's actually pretty easy.
So I looked at him and I go, Cliff, I need you to do me a favor and just take the next 9 days off and just stay home with your wife.
No can do's, Phil.
Oh,
I got a town to take care of.
I hug him.
Yes. He turns and he's like, "You there! Hurry up! Think that lumber's gonna replace itself?" And he starts to walk off, yelling at people.
That was nice knowing him.
Nice knowing him. All right, let's mount up.
Good.
So let's head out on the road.
That was
So,
effusive and
you
refreshing
guys start
as
to
fuck.
head out, and you see that the sun is just rising as you head out. So we'll go through the first day. Oh, good. You guys rolled pretty well.
Fuck all happens.
All right. So as you're going through, it's starting to get a little bit closer to night, and you guys are thinking about possibly turning in on the first day when you see a merchant who's coming the opposite direction. He's got a
politely-
wagon. It has pans on it. He offers all sorts of ointments as well as pan reshaping, things like that.
I wave a hand at him.
Has you? Oh, there, travelers.
Hello.
You have a
Good
moment?
evening.
Always for a merchant.
I was actually thinking about setting up camp soon.
Oh, so are we.
I step off my horse, like leading it with my hand, and I approaches.
What's your horse's name?
Undetermined yet. Still thinking.
Undetermined yet. It's
Mine is
pretty-
named Gregory.
I'm writing it down.
Is he a gregarious?
Yeah, a little bit. He's a nice horse.
My horse's name is Lou Minotti.
Lou
Does he
Malnati.
make pizza?
Yes. Lou Malnati. He's the predecessor, the proto Minotti. You know, his name is Lou. Yeah, the horse is Lou, full name Lou Minotti.
Maybe I can just collect animals and I'll become like a Disney princess in full plate.
That'd be adorable.
We'll etch it with like curly cues and spray
Yeah,
paint it
perfect.
pink.
So he sits down and he's like, "Oh, well, it's been a nice travel, but I lost some of my profits already on highwayman. It's a pretty dangerous road you're traveling on.
Oh, yeah?
At least further up.
Highwaymen, you say?
Yes. Green gob, fellas.
Well, we'll keep an eye out.
Did you see
There wasn't
Charge
anything
me
coming back the
15
other way.
gold.
For what?
I gotta make that up.
Well, what do you got in the cart?
Oh, well, actually, I have quite a few wares. He's like, this is going to be a good time for me to practice my speech. And he goes over and he thumps on the doors with a cane, and they sort of like pop open on metallic springs and stuff.
Xavier's kind of regretting this
Wow.
now.
Like, I have nice kitchen shears, knives, we got some swords, I see you like shields, we have a shield. I've got some helms, I have some statuettes, I have rings, I have dresses, I have clothing, I've got baubles. I've got lots of things for you. And all I need is money.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, there.
The spring
Are you
loaded
sick
doors.
there, fella?
What?
He
Me?
points at you.
Me? No, I just sound like this all the time.
You sound sick all the time, righto. Where there's nothing my cure-all won't do.
Does it look like a health potion when I look it over?
You can't tell because you don't know health potions by sight.
Oh, I don't? Okay. I look at the helm. How much for the helm?
All right, so you see that there are 3 different types of helms there, and one of them is like has like a dark patina on it. One of them is finely engraved, and the third one looks like a hawk.
Ooh, I like
I
that.
want to inspect the hawk one because there's a hawk emblazoned on my shield as well.
Oh, okay. So
And my coat of
you
arms.
inspect the hawk one. He's like, oh, that one, and he looks over your arm and he goes, that one's gonna be 50 gold pieces.
Can I do insight to see if he's marking that up or down?
Okay. Yep. You can, insight check. Cool. It's gonna be 15, let's say.
That's exactly what I got.
Oh, okay, 15. Okay. So, you kind of get the feel that maybe he was gonna charge a little bit less for that, but he saw your gear, so he's marking it up a little bit.
So Alden doesn't pick up on that right away, but Pico does,
Okay.
and starts making like a little noise when that happens.
Everything all right with your dog, man?
Well, I think he thinks something's amiss.
Well, he's
Yeah.
a good boy. He
Hey,
knows
guy.
what's up.
How much is that helmet worth normally?
Normally, you think I'm a scoundrel? Nothing, just highwaymen, you know, all that. And
No, I'm just saying. Usually, my dog here doesn't make a lot of noise unless something's amiss.
He gulps. He doesn't hold his composure. He's like, well, you understand. I had to try and mark things up. I lost a little bit of money. It's okay. This is going to be 40 gold pieces. I just
Alright.
saw that your armor was like that.
40 is fine.
Cool. All right. So you pay for it and roll a d4.
D4.
It says the chances of having cool stuff.
3.
3. Okay. Nice. So,
So what does that get me?
it is a +1 helm, so it just gives you +1 AC, but it also contains comprehend languages.
Oh,
Doesn't affect you at all right now.
that's
as
pretty
far as you
wild.
know. Yes, it is. This man is pretty crazy.
Is there anything sinister about him? I'm picking up some real happy mask salesman vibes here.
I like that guy though.
I
Yeah.
do too, but I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Yes, he has. Actually, roll an insight check.
I'm going to roll an insight check, too.
So that is a 22.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
19.
19? All right. So you're getting the idea that these wares may have been acquired from some sort of weird means.
Like, pulled off of Dead Adventurers, weird means.
It
Yes.
fell off the back of a cart.
No, definitely not stuff that would be in normal people's hands. But he does have it, but he's charging a lot for it. But, you know, he's one of those guys who's like, oh, I have sources for where I get this from
So that's...
that I can't reveal.
Xavier says, so, these things you're selling seem kind of... Let's put it this way. They don't seem like the kind of thing you'd find in your average town shop.
Yes, they're deals.
So tell me, friend, where do you get these deals from?
It's like, oh, a little bit there, a little bit there. Is it when you're a traveling merchant like me, you take barter sometimes. By the way, it's a pretty nice weapon you got there. Would you want to trade it in?
For what?
And he goes, and he pulls out a sword that's like got a really dark blackened patina on it. And he's like, that plus 20 gold pieces.
I want to inspect the sword.
Does it have Black Razor engraved on it?
No.
Aw.
This is a thick patina that looks like it was in somebody's great grandfather's next to their fireplace or something like that.
Oh dear.
It looks like a pretty solid weapon, but
That was somebody's granddad's.
I'm just reminded of one of the very old Cerebus the Aardvark comics, where he meets a knockoff of Elric of Melnibone who has a black sword, and he goes, wow, I didn't think a sword could actually rust so much to turn black.
yeah, it's just got a gross patina all over it.
It's just old.
It looks like it's probably made of bronze.
Does it look like it's more dangerous than what I'm holding?
To you?
You just have a regular longsword?
Short sword.
Short sword.
I have 2 short swords.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a pretty nice looking short sword, but it's gonna throw your balance off. But it might be extra cooler than you know. So you got that. You actually have to roll for that.
Well, this is the thing. My 2 short swords are identical. Worst case scenario, I lose 1 short sword, and then I have my other short sword that's identical.
Or you can just buy 2 new short swords.
Or I could just buy 2
You
new
are
short
flush
swords.
with cash.
Yes. Give me 50 gold plus my short sword.
And he's like, no, you're gonna have to pay me. This one's an heirloom.
Not his heirloom, of course, but an heirloom.
Can I persuade this guy?
Of course. Yep, yeah, you can make a negotiate check against, let's say, 16 to drive down his cost, but you're not gonna end up having him
21.
give you money for it. 21? Okay.
Yeah.
So he'll trade you plus 10 gold.
Like he'll give me 10 gold,
No, you owe him.
You owe him 10 gold plus your sword.
5 gold.
You already cut it in half, Paul.
Yeah.
You already rolled.
He can't go down further.
Okay, fine.
I can't lose money. That just looks like a normal, good quality short sword.
It is. Trust me. Killed a slime monster.
This one could have killed untold creatures.
2 slime monsters.
All of them innocent
Could have cut a
children.
slime monster in half and then killed each piece of it individually.
All right. So what is this sword?
Roll a d4.
Okay.
I'll tell you how good or bad it is.
Oh, great. 3.
All right, 3 is it's got some really nice insignias on it. So you notice some sort of old house seals on it.
All right. What's the attack roll on it?
Yep, it is a short sword.
Oh, so just a regular old.
It's a normal short sword, but it has a bunch of family seals on it. That might be cool.
Any bonuses?
Nope.
Okay.
Probably bluff nobility with that or something.
Is one of the seals a hoof with a spear on a shield?
No.
Good.
What's the? Does it have a name?
Name it.
Let's call it.
Damocles. No.
No, gosh, the sword of Damocles.
No, that has to be like a 2-handed
It's
broadsword.
Mithrintir, the sword.
What a fancy name.
Mithrintir.
Mithrintir, the short sword.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think it'll stick.
And you can write that it has it's a noble's sword, so
Okay.
nobleman's sword. Not something a peasant is likely to use.
Mithrintir, the short sword, nobleman. It's an interesting
Nobleman.
nobleman. So you said it has the potential to throw my balance off, or what?
Oh no, just not going to.
Oh, okay,
it's just going to be different from your other sword. So now you have 2 different swords.
I mean, that's kind of cool
it is. I think
to
so.
have 2 different short swords.
Classic.
All
All right.
It's gonna be.
So
It's gonna have a different heft to it.
He does like a few spins and flicks it around a few times, and then kind of does that thing where he's like, "Oh, it's got good weight to it," yeah, and then slides it back into the sheath that somehow fits fine.
it comes with its own sheath.
Yeah, it's like it's an inch and a half longer than your other sword, and it's like half a pound heavier. So now you're like doing like daga espada as opposed to like dual swords.
And now you can't make up your mind which hand to hold the new one in.
Oh no, this is the righty. This is definitely the righty. The old
If it's got a longer reach, you want to do it in your forward hand.
the old and busted goes in the left, and the new hotness goes in the right.
Which one's old and busted in this case?
The short sword. Ironically,
Which one is the short sword in this case?
Ironically, it's the newer short sword that's the old and busted, and it's the old and busted patina that's the new
It's got a
hotness.
name.
Rain.
Now,
Short sword.
for the
Already forgot.
Mithrandir, the short sword.
Mithrandir.
Oh god, I'm just going to call it Myth, the short sword.
That is perfectly fine.
The sword of myth.
The
Character is full of lies.
fuck.
No.
I'm gonna call it the sword, the sword of the Myth sword,
Sort of myth.
the Myth sword, the sword of Myth. Myth sword. Fuck yes,
Mm.
All right.
because it is based on a throne of lies.
Can I look
Well-
through his wares?
Yeah. Is there...
Could I offer you in some potions, rings, figurines,
Do you have any rings that
Helms?
double as potions?
short bows?
Potion ring.
Let me see those rings.
All right. So you pick up a small jeweler's box with a nice uneven glass pane on the top of it, and you open it up, and it seems to have an assortment of different rings in it with different gemstones. So everything from pearls and garnets to sapphires and rubies.
Any aquamarines?
Yep. There's one aquamarine ring.
Anything in silver?
Not silver and aquamarine, but yes.
What a shame.
You find a silver opal one. That's pretty nice.
As
There's a gold aquamarine or a silver opal.
How much for the opal?
Opal, that's 100 gold pieces. It is. You ain't never seen an opal that big.
It is nice. Well, how about a trade? We have some really impressive cultist robes. Look at the quality of this fabric.
Those are nice robes.
You filthy liar.
I think I passed two gentlemen
eye.
wearing robes like that not too long ago.
What?
Yeah, they're all the rage among nobles.
Can you go back?
Nobles use
Back
it.
a sec to the.
Roll a persuade. I want you to persuade this guy about it.
I might still be wearing mine. To be honest, it's a nice robe.
that just makes it more
Sweet.
convincing.
That's a 15.
15? He's like, I don't know. There's a lot of people coming with robes from this direction that way, so don't they already have them?
I take mine off.
So he's just like a little bit skeptical.
naked.
Hey, you bought
This won't-
matched him,
yeah.
so it's not.
That won't be your only stop. You're moving further south, right? They're the great cities. These would be exotic down there.
I do move past here, you're right. So he'll offer to buy them off of you at, say, 75% of what they're worth. So
Okay, what are they worth?
that's not bad.
Oh,
Let's see,
GM.
let's see, five gold per robe, and the swords and stuff are worth about 10 apiece. He'll do a trade at for your haul for a ring.
Okay.
That's not bad. Yep.
I'm keeping mine.
He's like,
Yeah,
oh, couple
it's on
robes,
yours.
couple
Yeah.
robes. You keeping any robes?
Oh, I'm keeping mine
Yeah.
because I'm wearing it.
Okay, so we
Yeah.
got the...
He looks at you and he goes, friends of yours?
No, I just think it's fashionable.
Looks quite dashing, he says, and insight reveals that he does not believe that. a
Actually, let me rephrase that. I go, I'll give you 5 gold for it,
For what?
for the cloak.
That she just gave me? Yeah.
I'll give you the one I'm wearing.
Oh, for 5 gold? Okay.
What?
What are you trying to do? Just get 5 gold?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
realized
he's like-
Walk around naked?
because no, I'm still
5
wearing
gold,
that.
or you can trade it in for one of these, and he shows you some nice, just okay quality garments.
Well, he still has the his like grubby outfit he was wearing. It's not like he was naked under the cloak. It's just
He's like, I even
the
have some
cultists were? How are we
noble-
supposed to know?
what was that?
I even have some noble finery
Noble fine.
if you're going to festivals.
You know,
or
I've
anything.
always wanted to impersonate an oligarch.
I don't know what you mean.
So tell me about these noble robes that you've got.
Straight from the closets of nobles. Down on the
I'll
luck,
bet
they
they
sell
are.
to me. And I pass the savings on to you.
And by pass, you mean pass the robes right out of their wardrobes while they're sleeping.
I'm not a thief, so.
That was a joke. I'm just kidding. I totally do that.
I still need to roll for what the ring does.
Yep. Roll me a d4.
2.
Dos. Dang. Okay. It is. You got a ring of value.
Awesome.
Sell it back to you.
So
Please
I
tell me.
didn't think I sold that one.
I'm really sad about that.
Please tell me.
How
you
much
just,
was that? Was that 500 GP? Did you say earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
500 GP? You're just gonna sit on now. Great.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna look super fancy. I'm gonna be
And
a
maybe hawk
fancy,
it.
fancy lady.
Hawk it for what?
Yeah.
For booze money.
Ah, yes.
And hookers. Don't forget hookers.
Same reason you hawked your teeth.
booze.
Ah, yes. Booze money.
I do. You said he had shields and stuff as well, right? Mm-hmm. I do want to take a peek at what shields he has available.
So he has access to every weapon that you've seen in the Regulus. He doesn't have any extra fancy shields,
Okay.
unfortunately,
Then
or
fuck it.
or armor other than helms. He has a nice short bow that look like they're made of the highest quality yew that you could possibly find.
The highest quality me.
Yes,
It's working off of a motivated you.
it used
The
its
best
potential,
yew
so
that you-
wasting it on anime and D&D.
It's made by Tony Robbins. It's just the best.
Best version of you.
The best version of you.
If that is the case, does he have a set of splint armor available?
Yes, he does.
I would like to purchase that.
All right. He pulls out this splint armor, and it has a tabard hanging in front of it that's like yellow, and it has like a badger and 2 lances, and he just goes, and he just pulls the tabard off of it and sets it aside. He's like, "Yep, splint mail. I knew I had it here somewhere."
Oh, yes, I'll take that. I'll just put my own tabard on it. It's fine.
He's like, "Yes, never mind that."
Here was
It's fine.
was.
Good.
It's whatever.
So you get splint mail.
That's sweet.
It's not bad. What's that? 13?
I am up to 20 AC now.
Yeah.
Really?
Just
Yes.
wall of meat.
Yeah.
That's a good helm too. You got the helm that's a +1.
Yeah, the helm's a +1, the splint is 17, and the shield's +2. Pretty good. The
I
ultimate
think
goal
so.
is to get into full plate, which is an 18.
Yep. 21.
Yeah,
He will be unhittable.
essentially.
So you are able to purchase a splint mail from him.
Perfect.
So
Love it.
it doesn't fit 100% perfectly, but you can get it tailored.
You're
Yeah, I'll
swimming
get
in
fitted.
it. It looks good on you.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Nice armor, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Feels sturdy.
It does. And he kind of like wiggles the shoulder plate around a bit.
Go on, hit me. Just hit me right here.
Just a punch.
Yeah.
And Xavier
Sends a punch right
Xavier
at
just
ya.
goes wham. And, ah!
See, nothing. I feel great.
Oh God! Definitely.
Sorry,
nothing.
did you hurt your hand?
A little bit.
I take the knife out of my mess kit and just like doink, 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 and does
Oh, see,
nothing.
remember that guy the other night tried that and it didn't work.
Yeah,
And
but
this is even
he
less.
eventually got through. I want to make sure you're safe. Doink, doink, doink,
Stop that.
doink.
Hold on a sec. And he takes the sheath. He takes the sword and sheath out, and just whaps you on the chest with
Right.
with
Still
his
nothing.
with his shorts.
Pretty great.
Ellen,
It's really
roll me
nice.
a perception check.
We get attacked while we're dicking around.
That's not one.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Please tell me an arrow just sails out and hits me in the
Oh.
chest.
Okay. All right. So he tells you some stories about some passerbys. He had problems with some bandits dressed in green, yellow handkerchiefs over their faces. And later he ran into 2 of these cultists. Well, not cultists, men in snake robes.
Ooh.
You know how people wear snake robes down south
Yeah.
that you kept saying. Down
That's the thing
south,
that
that everybody
happens.
wears. Yeah, everybody's wearing snake robes like you. Saw a band of about 10 of them. They were all headed that way.
They're not like other girls.
Talking
they
about
have
the full
snake-
moon.
Everybody was kung fu fighting in snake robes.
Yes.
and nothing else because they
It was
were
a little
naked
bit
underneath.
Frightening.
Their hands and wangs were moving as fast as lightning because there were no underwear to constrain it.
But nothing else of note with that guy?
Nope. He's just a weird guy who has ill-gotten gains. Maybe.
Tom, did I buy a cursed sword?
No.
Okay.
Can you
We'll
put
see.
it down?
No, you guys both didn't roll the detrimental thing, but you didn't roll the really nice thing either.
Okay.
So you guys both rolled for things that are worth more money and possible quest items. So.
As a paranoid precaution, Xavier takes the sword out out of the scabbard and then just drops it to see if it will stick to his hand.
No, it does not.
It just clangs to the ground.
What was that for?
I wouldn't have done the fun kind of curse right now.
Scientific,
Later,
really.
yes.
You got to make sure it's not attached to you.
Well, I mean, it clearly wasn't.
No, I mean, if it was, I would have dropped it, but then it would have stayed attached to my hand like it was some kind of weird adhesive sword.
The sword says, ow. No, Tom!
I
Come
curved
on,
sword
It says
sword.
ow, and it's also a fop.
Oh!
Polish me.
You should never drop a sword.
Rexus says, floating in.
Why are you here?
Oh yeah, is he just back at the town now, or has he been traveling with us?
I drift in and out. You guys are quite boring sometimes.
Whenever Tom feels like doing that voice, he joins the party.
Tom,
Quite boorish, actually.
shouldn't you be leading the town?
I was attending my father's funeral. It was also boorish.
Wicked. I mean, it was wicked what they did to his innards. But
Did they ever
Yes.
find the organs?
I think they're stopping northwards. I'm not sure.
what? Like his organs are stomping northward?
Now,
Yes.
Xavier, after everything we saw the last 2 days, does that really surprise you that much? It's disgusting, yes. Not unusual anymore.
Are we heading northward?
Yes, you are heading northwards.
So we're kind of on the Oregon Trail.
Yes.
Yes, don't take the grandfather clocks with you.
I've got dysentery.
Hey guys, I see a river. We should totally try to ford it.
Ford that shit.
Oh,
You're actually following the organ, so it's more of an organ tale.
it's time to Oregon bail. Get the fuck out of here.
Get attacked again, you might have an organ fail.
So what happens on the second day of travel?
Wait. Is this the morning? Has the merchant left yet?
He's packing up his things in the morning.
I want to look at the second
Finding
ring,
spots
the other
and
ring,
things.
the one with the aquamarine.
Hang on, I need to check my mailbox for my Oregon mail.
Damn it.
All right. Roll me a perception check, Ellen. Gwynvere.
There's just rum in this Coke.
Why is it all gone?
But why is
That
the
is a 15.
All right. So you find the aquamarine ring. Looks pretty nice. You are able to purchase it.
Yay! How much?
He ups his price to
To screw you.
100. It's 100
to
gold.
literally screw
Okay.
you,
All right.
Benny?
So this aquamarine ring, you get it and you turn it over, and it looks like the settings holding the stone are curled horns, and it looks like there's 2 rams. So
Cool.
nice. So somebody must have had the House of the Rams. So it is a Ring of the Ram, page 193.
Shit, yeah.
Ring of the Ram, baby.
Yeah, you wear it and you get rammed.
No, it summons goats.
Also good.
To do what?
To pull my chariot, of course.
Amen.
And if I get hungry, we can eat them as long as
When
we don't
you
break
put the
bones.
Ring of the Ram on as a cock ring, and you just expend all 3 uses.
Worth.
Hashtag smashed.
Lord knows I'd smash.
What did they die of? Crushed pelvis.
Nice.
Spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
Brutal.
But it has good fundamentals.
Yikes.
So what happens on day 2?
All right, day 2. As you guys are heading out, not much happens. You sort of pack up. You start riding, and towards the end of the day, you see a man standing in the road in front of you guys. He's a little way down, let's say 300 feet down.
Is he
He's
just-
standing there with his arms crossed, sword at his belt.
Just standing.
Hi there.
What does it look like he's wearing?
Green. And he has a yellow armband on.
Alden definitely throws a look at the other 2.
I throw a look back. Yeah, I don't say hey there. I throw a look at you.
Highwayman.
Okay.
Almost certainly.
You know, this is going to sound really weird, but you can out crazy a highwayman. I've done it before.
Well, if you want.
All right.
I was just going to threaten him out of the way, but
You're
I'll tell
gonna
you
go
what.
first.
after you.
I'll tell you what. I'll try this. If that doesn't work, you come in and be bad cop.
No. This is road work. This is me now. When we're on foot, it's Alden, but right now it's me. If this doesn't work, you two just pull to the sides of the road and I'll run that fucker down.
Sounds good. I hop off the horse and I'm leading him. I wave at the dude in green, like cheerfully, happy.
He waves. He goes, "Ho there, traveler!
Hey, buddy boy, how you doing?
Ho there!"
He grabs the canteen off his horse and just takes a gigantic swig of it, slots it back on. Ah, that's the good stuff. You know, it's always the best kind of stuff to start fires. That's what you ingest in your bloodstream.
"Ho there, traveler!"
Don't mind me, just coming down here to have a nice walk in man trails. The government is bees.
"What are you talking about, traveler?"
Xavier, get closer to him before you start doing that.
I'm
As
just
you approach
sitting
him,
my set
his
and
voice
everything.
keeps the exact same distant quality in it, so you're standing 5 feet away from him, and he's like, "How are you, traveler?
What's making your voice do that
This is
thing?
how I always talk."
You alright, buddy?
He was cursed by a witch.
The poor bastard.
A witch would curse my mom for stealing a goat 8 centuries ago.
Man, your mom was a weird person.
Everybody in my family talks like this.
What's your name?
Darren?
Darren. That's a good name.
Is it?
Darren, I'm gonna need you to step aside so we can come through
Darren
here.
Dragonmark.
Oh, there you go.
The 3rd Dragonmark to bear the blade.
Man, that is a really sad family lineage.
And I also lost pulling straws, so
Oh, okay.
I'm here to tell you that you owe us 20 gold pieces.
I'm here to tell you that I don't owe you squat, and if you don't step to the side, I'm gonna turn you into a flesh pinata. And then I'm gonna hang you from the back of my horse.
Are you from the government?
He like falls over and starts like rolling around laughing.
Who do you think takes care of these roads? It's the people.
Private industry, man.
You can't come through here as the government.
Okay.
Use them.
Listen, I'm getting real tired and sunburned and sunstroked and all kinds of things. So how about we just move this along before I have to,
You can go to jail for being sunstroked.
I'm just gonna. How about
Oh, that's for stroking his son.
I get them confused.
I
sorry.
think I'm gonna roll intimidation on this guy. Just at any point, just at any point, I can roll intimidation and stop sounding like a lunatic. 16?
All right, 16. So he's gonna roll insight. He rolled a natural 1, so that's beautiful for his insight. So he does not see through you at all. He's like, "Please don't kill me."
All right, here's the deal. And he puts an arm around him and like gets right next to him. He goes, "You're gonna just like take a couple steps to the side and look at that tree over there." And he like takes the hilt of his sword and like guides his chin over to the tree. See that tree over there?
They're gonna kill you.
No, it's oh shh. Okay, I'm gonna kill them first.
Kill.
It's all right. You see that tree over there? I want you to stare at that tree and count to 20, and then turn back, and then we won't be
I
here.
think it's a good idea, though.
I know you don't think it's a good idea, but we're gonna do it anyways, whether you say it or not.
1.
And then I run back to the horse and go, "All right, let's go."
All right, good. You guys start riding, and everybody roll initiative as the arrows fly. I'm gonna roll one for each of you guys.
18.
So this one's Alden, and Guinevere, Xavier. Cool.
23.
All right. Does a 15 hit you, Alden?
Nope.
No. Does a 24 hit you, Guinevere?
Ow, my spleen!
And does a 9
Holy
hit you, Xavier?
No.
Perfect.
Here, if it hits Alden, it will sure as hell hit me.
Yes.
That's the rule of thumb.
Nothing hit me, though.
I know, but if it would hit you, which a 24 would, it turns me into a pulp.
Oh my god!
All right,
Oh, no, all of my organs.
5 damage as a arrow shaft hits you.
Cool. That's not too bad. Does it like graze my
Just
shoulder?
the shaft.
Yeah, the arrowhead fell
Yeah,
off.
it's gonna hit you in
like a real
the
shitty
upper
arrow.
arm and puncture through.
They're highwaymen. They don't
You
know
can
how to
snap
construct
off the
arrows.
tip. So not too bad. And what do you guys choose to do right now?
Perception to try and identify the threat.
Okay, so you can roll perception. Actually, let's just have everybody roll perception because that's a pretty
14.
good. So you know that the shot came from the right side. You can see that there might be forms in there, but they're pretty well hidden.
20.
20?
20.
All right. You notice yellow scarves. They're real hard to see with the sort of foliage. They're hard to see with the foliage around here, but you're able to pick out some of the handkerchiefs.
I've got a barking dog
Yes.
alerting me.
I grab the guy at the gate who is probably still counting, and
19.
all right. I chose over. I grab him, draw my sword, and put it to his neck.
Oh, God. What are you doing to me?
Okay, so this is how we're gonna play this. We're gonna leave this area, and if anyone takes another shot at us, this guy.
like me.
Really? Why the hell did they put you at the guard post if they don't like you?
Told me my voice is really weird.
I mean, it is weird, but I wouldn't kill you for it.
Cursed by a witch.
Called it.
family was.
Really? You were really cursed by a witch?
The dragon marks.
Oh.
Yes. All of us were.
What the hell did your family do to
That's a
piss off
very
a witch?
interesting backstory.
They killed a dragon.
He's the
stole
hero
the
of another
goat.
story.
Want to come work for us?
No, this is our story.
My name's Darren. Do you want me to reintroduce myself?
Oh, no, Darren, you've been given a proper introduction. I mean, if you want to, come work for somebody who's not going to kill you because your name is stupid, voice is stupid.
That'd be kind of nice, actually.
Tell you what, I'll pay you 15 gold.
I
You work
thought
for
these
me.
guys were my friends.
Your friends are dicks. They just shot Guinevere.
Ow. I got a 10 perception, by the way, so I'm
Okay.
just slumped in my saddle going, ow.
You're distracted.
Cool.
Yeah.
What? All right, every roll initiative.
Yeah.
I did all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I already did.
Can I bribe him with 20 gold
This guy to
To not
turncoat?
fight.
Yeah.
to work for me? Yeah.
I like a hireling. Let's get us a hireling.
Fuck it. I hire him.
Joke's on you. He sucks in fights, too.
I fucking hope not.
No, he's a dragon mark. He bears the blade.
but not well.
Turns out he's
That's
like,
a euphemism.
his dick is the blade?
And he bears it. Yes.
All right.
In public. And gets arrested.
And
a
that's
lot.
why he's the guy working the checkpoint.
All right. Who got higher than 20?
23.
23.
I have a thing that gives me advantage on initiative rolls.
Higher than 19? 18? 17? 16? 15?
16.
Oh.
I got a 6.
Oof. Pico got a better initiative roll than you.
Probably. I got hit with an arrow and was like, what's that? This armor's too good.
The armor's so good that it just
It's your
pinged off of you.
drawback is you just don't notice things. You don't have to have as high of a perception. Ding, 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 ding. Guys, I think we're being attacked.
A guy
You look
hits
back
me
and they're
with
full of arrows.
A guy hits me with a fucking pole axe. And I'm like, something happening?
You're like from Iron Man 1 when he built like the armor and the guy comes up behind him and shoots him. He doesn't even notice.
I feel an itch.
A guy's gonna try and swing a sword at you. It's gonna bounce off the armor and stab him in the head.
Going to break his sword on me.
You're gonna be none the wiser.
All right, Xavier, you're up first.
More.
More crossbows are clicking in the woods.
I want to try and talk him
Can't
down.
really see. Yep, go for it.
Stop
We're
doing
gonna
that,
roll
Ellen.
intimidation.
I can hear that.
Yes. All right, everybody. This is how this is gonna work. And I whisper in his ear. I go, "All right, listen. I know that you work for me, but they don't know that yet." the guy I'm holding.
Yeah,
He goes, "All right, here's how this is gonna work. We're gonna take this guy. We're gonna walk down the road, and if I see one more arrow come out of those trees, he gets it."
All right.
Xavier, that's not how negotiations work.
Well, we're not.
So
like,
you
we don't-
hear a thwip as an arrow hits Darren in the thigh,
Oh, for fuck's
and he starts
sake.
cursing.
They already said they don't like him.
God, they really don't like him, do you?
Oh God, that hurts.
So do I even need to bother rolling initiative, or did that just not work?
That just did not work. They do not care about Darren very much at all.
But what about
Aw.
Darren? Nobody
Cares about Darren right now, or the dragon marks in general.
does that.
Except for that witch who cursed them 8 centuries ago for stealing a goat.
Did that count?
Yes.
Darren's getting more backstory
Right.
than a lot of other people.
Group 1 goes.
All right, fuck, that was my action.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh fuck! Oh wait, hang on.
Shoot at Alden.
Ah,
luck.
damn it! I was gonna make fog.
13.
I mean, it would still have been your action.
Yeah, that's true.
17. I would take that as a miss.
Yep.
Actually, hold on a sec. I could just do that.
Hey.
Make fog, and we just run for it. If we don't feel like fighting these
And
guys.
a 19. Also a miss, right?
Yes. Just barely a miss. Something is a miss, and it's these arrows.
These arrows.
They're just sailing
So,
by here.
so you see an arrow and a crossbow bolt, and both of them hit you and just sort of tinkle down. You're like, this is a great helm.
This was worth the money.
I'd like to think that like
Tinker, I like your wares.
the mask is like down. And it's like one of the arrows is stuck in there.
It just gets wedged in the eye slit, but not actually touching me.
No, it just looks really like hilarious when you go to turn.
I'm like a
Alright,
Dark Souls
Gwynvere.
character that gets hit with arrows.
You're up.
I hate and love that.
Okay, so everybody is in the woods on our right side. I don't want to risk my horse.
Well, granted, I am gonna try to like create fog so we can just bolt like next time. So whatever you're gonna do, just don't chuck a lot of resources at these guys.
And I kind of flub my perception, so I don't even know that they're in there.
No.
I'm going to hold my action.
You gotta say something that you're gonna do when you hold it. Like a
Okay,
trigger.
You've got a ready in action.
if somebody shoots at me, I'm going to try and dodge.
Then
So I'm
that
gonna
would-
try
that would
and
be the-
defend.
that'd
Yeah.
just be doing the defensive action
Okay.
Okay.
instead of
Cool.
a ready
Yep.
action.
All right. Group 2. They're both going to shoot at
Oh god,
Xavier.
this is gonna suck.
17 plus 4, 21. And a 5. So, I'm assuming the 21 hits you.
21 hits me. Yes.
So that's a 4.
Oh, that's not too bad.
As a crossbow bolt hits your calf.
Ah, that smarts a bit.
All right. Next group 3. We're shooting at Gwynvere.
Whoa.
It is a 14.
It has disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh wait, that's if you can see the attacker.
no. Okay.
Nope.
So 14 and a 19.
The 14 misses, the 19 hits.
5, 6, 7, 8. 8.
Ow.
Man, you were just getting
All kinds of torn up.
arrows.
Guys, you really should have bought heavier armor like I did.
Alden, take your turn.
You are. I mean, not all of us can be a walking icebox.
I am not going to dismount, but I am going to ride the horse towards the woods.
So we should tell all the ladies.
Yeah,
I am not going to dismount.
but I will ride the horse.
Gonna ride the horse into the woods.
Yeah, towards the attackers.
Okay.
Swinging
So
a flail
over the
around.
little ditch off to the side, it jumps it into the ferns and stuff. You can sort of tell where they are. So as you head into that direction, you see movement. All of you guys can now see these guys now that he has rustled them up.
Wrestling jimmies.
Rustling jimmies.
Can I make an attack against him?
Yes.
Sweet. Actually, it makes more sense for me to use a spear since I'm on horseback. I do have a spear.
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
So-
This is kind of a terrifying thing to be run down by a heavily armored man with a spear.
Yes.
But I miss.
Drooling Saint
miss.
Bernard following
So
in
as
tow.
you start to get in the woods, your horse's feet get a little tied up and tangled in the brambles. And,
I did not buy a great horse.
Yes.
No.
You also don't want to break a horse's leg at the
Yeah.
end of the journey. You don't want to eat horse meat for the next 7
Maybe.
Horse meat again.
No, Gregory.
Horse stew.
You didn't give him like
He
super
was so
in depth, so it's
young.
now just pathos.
Only 3 years old.
Oh no! And now he's
Your name
delicious.
Now. Oh, now it's just pathos.
I'll be holding you in my arms, going, Scott, no.
What was that from? Yeah.
Venture Bros.
Venture Bros, bro.
All right. So, Xavier.
Okay, guys, I've been kind of keeping this one in my back pocket, but I feel like this is a good opportunity to use it. Just be ready to run in like 2 seconds.
All right.
I'm going to cast Fog.
All right. So, you use your spell slot to cast fog. So the sun overhead starts steaming the ground, and you start seeing little trails of mist start coming up from all over in the ground, and fog rolls out into the woods and all around you. Yep.
And he goes, run!
All right.
What? How did that happen?
I'll explain when we're out of the fog!
I've never seen fog raise so fast.
I know, I've been working on it!
Good. So, you raise fog. Group one's gonna shoot. I have disadvantage in the fog, I assume.
Probably.
It's
It just says heavy cover.
it's basically heavy cover that engulfs everything in a 120-foot radius.
Okay. Yep. That's good. So, group one shoots at Alden with disadvantage. It's gonna be.
That sucks to be them.
Yeah, that one's not bad. That's 20, legitimately. 16 and 18.
Even with
So
disadvantage,
20, yes.
fuck.
So it gets foggy, and then you get hit. The one time that they like misfire, he like calculates like the shot wrong, but then through chance it still hits you, and you're like, oh god. Guy's like, I shoot better when I can't see.
How much?
All right, it's a oh wow, 7. Good. So it's 7 plus 4, so 11.
I'm going
actually
to
horrible.
use parry to reduce that damage a little bit.
Okay. Jeez.
That seems like a thing I want to do.
I'm just imagining you like Aragorning and batting the arrow away. Just
So that's 5 plus my feet is 8. So
So
3
you do
damage?
3 damage?
Yeah.
That hurts. You can't do that forever.
Well, it looks like she's going to try.
The longer you pug, the harder your neck
makes you
hurts.
dizzy.
Yeah.
It's not a neck.
because your
hurt.
brain is slapping from one side of your
it's your
cranium to
time.
the other.
It's your time.
Usain Bolt.
I'm gonna charge straight down the path. I remember
All right.
where the path is. I'm just gonna charge right ahead, and literally a trampling charge. So if anybody is within 20 feet,
You crush Xavier.
no, he's
It
behind.
was not
me.
remounted as horse, as far as I know.
He's okay.
I'm off the path at this point.
Yeah.
The beaten path.
I was too busy yelling about the government being bees.
So
You're on the wrong path. You're on the beaten path.
The only path where you can be literally cruising for a bruising.
God.
if any poor soul gets onto the road and my horse moves 20 feet in a straight line before hitting them, I get to do 2 hoof attacks on them to trample them. So
Thank God there's no one in the road.
yeah.
Yet.
So I'm just gonna run.
The poor bastards formed a human chain. Through the power of love, we'll stop them.
All right, run. Gwynvere.
Eat,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
charge.
All right, group 2. I can't shoot at Gwynvere, so they'll split their attacks. One at Xavier. 18, and one at Alden. Oh, wait, sorry.
Reroll
Never
both
mind.
of those.
Miss. And one at Alden. Ooh, double 3s. Yeah, he terrible. So both of them miss because it is foggy.
Great.
All right. Next group is shooting just at Xavier. 18 and 15, so 19. And 14.
That does not hit.
Okay, first one does?
No, did you reroll the first one as well?
Yeah, I'm rolling 2 dice at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So the first
cool.
one got the low of 18, and the second one got a low of
Yeah,
14.
18 does hit.
Okay. So that's
Despite the
8,
fog, these guys are pretty good.
9, 10,
Isn't that
11.
bad?
11.
I'm really okay, and we don't have to fight these dudes.
Cool.
Fuck.
That's 2 7s in a row. I need to see if I roll a third one.
Why couldn't you have picked
Nope.
the spell that lights a forest on fire?
Look, he doesn't like
Smokey hates it.
he doesn't like the government. He's not a terrorist.
Oh my gosh. I want like
Eco-terror.
a spectral bear to show up.
Every time you light a forest on
Yeah.
fire.
Every time
gosh.
you just
Summon
have bad
spectral
fire
bear.
safety.
That would be
Adjusts hat.
that would be a
Oh, a
great.
druid who turns into a bear. Oh gosh.
But
And
only
chastises
but
you.
only during forest fires can the druid turn into a bear.
Bear form, and he just walks out.
What is
Only you can pay for what you've done.
the fuck did I just tell you about forest fires? Unless you're British, in which case he becomes Smacky the Frog.
Yeah. I hope he
just
settles
ill.
near me.
I can bet him.
Put him in a jar with a stick and some leaves to recreate what he's used to. So,
Who turn it?
next up is Alden. It's your turn.
Sweet.
Run.
Would I have to disengage before I flee? Am I close enough to these
Yeah,
guys?
you did attempt to spear attack them. So,
True.
yes, you're gonna have to disengage this turn.
Okay, then disengage and move
So
action.
you
out of
jump
there.
back over to the onto the road. You're back on the causeway.
and run like hell.
You're a rebel with a cause.
Way.
No way.
The opposite of a road warrior. All right, Xavier.
I toss. What was his name? Darren. Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I toss Darren onto the horse.
All right,
I
strength
mount
check.
up. What was that?
Strength check.
Okay.
You're just gonna help him, so it's not that hard. 12.
Oh, yeah, I beat that.
Okay, swag.
I beat that on the roll before modifier, so fuck it. Yeah, I haul him up onto the horse. I hop on the horse, and then we Usain Bolt out of the forest area.
Okay, good. So you throw him on there, and you're gonna mount your horse, and you're gonna start moving.
Yep.
Okay, good. So you're almost out of combat. Alden is almost out of combat. Guinevere's totally out of combat. So
Whee!
they get one
Coward.
more pot shot.
Pot shot.
Alden. A 1 and a 3. Nope. 5 and a
3, that
9.
hits me.
Nope. All right, let's go towards Xavier. Miss. Alden. Wow.
Hail of arrows.
Xavier.
This is stormtrooper aim, like full on.
14. Does 14 hit you, Xavier?
No.
Oh my gosh. I rolled
you did make it
I rolled
hard.
3 20s so far, and none of them have
None of
been
them
hits.
count.
I am
The 20
so
to 3.
glad.
That's great.
I'm
Cool.
so glad I casted fog.
All right. So, you guys, I assume, on your turns, are moving away.
Moving full
All right.
tilt.
So combat ends as they sort of are yelling back towards you, like, "You owe us gold!" And then you hear Darren right in the back of your saddle, and he goes, "Oh, I'm glad to be away from those guys."
God, it still sounds like that.
You check back to see if he fell off the horse while he was talking to you, but he's still like right next to you.
All right, I'm just
Spring
gonna
in your ear.
put this out there as a side quest. We got to figure out a way to cure this guy.
800 years of this is not worth a goat.
I
think if the witch still lives.
I cast Cure Wounds on. Oh, right, no, I'm gonna wait until we regroup and cast Cure Wounds on you. All done.
Just remember, magic in this setting is not vulgar or open. So, so doing it is pretty.
Oh yeah,
intense.
that's right. This is a weird
Yes,
thing.
very
I'll
low
wait until
magic.
we gather up, and then I'll explain how the fuck I managed to conjure fog out of
yeah,
thin air. So at some point, I assume we make camp, or do we just keep riding?
Oh, yep. So that's the end of that day. So you guys ride far enough away. Darren makes camp with you. He does not attempt to slit your throats while you sleep.
That's nice of him.
That's
I
good.
believe.
Very decent.
Yeah.
I hand him 10 gold pieces.
Aw. It's like, wow, that's what they promised me when we got out.
Yeah, except the only difference is I won't shoot you with an arrow for no reason.
Yeah.
There will be a reason.
Yeah, I was gonna say he follows it up with, "There will be a reason, just don't give me one."
So, you guys continue heading up.
Yep.
Next thing.
I've added inventory items. Darren, he's a bro.
Darren is in
As
your
you guys are
inventory.
heading, it starts to hit nightfall. You guys are on your 5th day.
Oh boy.
It hits nightfall, and there is smoke rising. You guys got one more day before you press into towards the city.
Smoke rising. Do we
You
see
see smoke rising from a small campsite off the road.
What do we think?
You said it's approaching nightfall, right?
Yep, it's approaching nightfall, so it's like twilight. It's like time to have already dismounted and collected sticks.
Let's go check them out. Maybe they're friendly.
I hop off the horse, leaving Darren on there, and lead it through the woods.
All right, who's going first?
Alden will.
Alden will. Perception check.
Seems only right.
Yeah, I'm hanging back on Indy in case a cavalry charge is needed.
8.
Roger that.
8. Good. So you wander in towards this this village. Everybody's around the fire. Yeah. So you see people sort of laughing and like around the fire, shooting the shit. And you sort of like walk in, and like a tree branch goes snap underneath your feet, and you're like, "Hi!" And he just turns around. It's a whole bunch of people in snake robes, and they look to you, and like,
oh fuck!
There's like that moment as they're both walking up behind you guys.
Wait, I still have my red robe on.
No, I'm on my horse.
No, she's on his horse. I still have my red robe.
Sold it.
Fuck! Did I? What did I sell it for?
No. Oh, you did.
No,
yeah.
I didn't sell. I didn't.
No,
never.
you.
I never.
For 5 gold.
Did I? But
Yeah.
Wait a second. Did we actually agree to that?
I don't know.
'Cause
You
I
showed
didn't-
you a whole bunch of noble finery and stuff like that.
I ended up looking at it, but I never selected anything, and I
Okay,
never put the
that's fine.
5 gold in, so I still have it, don't
Okay. Yeah.
I walk up behind you, and I go, I've got a plan. Follow my lead.
Oh no, he already.
Oh, you already did? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he messed up his perception check and went, "Hi there, fellas." So we're already past that point.
Ah,
They're all
fuck.
looking at you awkwardly.
I was going to be like, hey, guys, I found one in the woods.
Let's rope them.
Well met. How's it
Alright.
going?
Hey, this is a private campsite.
Oh, I just thought we might be able to share some of
Yeah.
that campfire.
A guy walks up to you and he goes, puts his hand, and he goes, "Yeah, you thought." And then he sees your robes.
I walk up behind him, and I go, you might want to reconsider that.
And he goes, "Snake brother?" And he unzips his his robe, and he just pulls it out, and he has 3 snakes tattooed on his chest.
I keep mine closed and go, I'm nursing a wound right now. We got attacked by the highwaymen on the way in.
Those men? Were there any left?
No. And I went,
Sort of laughed.
and I went, I hired one of them. He was a thinker.
Ah, this is good. So, is he know he's a present from Urshulk?
Oh, no. He works for me.
We already received the blessing early.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll make camp here. You tell us all about it.
So you sort of sit down, and he's like, "These uninitiated, you wish them to sit by the fire with us?"
Well, I'm his bodyguard. It behooves me to be a part of his proceedings.
Yeah, he's keeping me safe. You know, these forests are littered with these highwaymen.
Oh, yes, and much, much worse. And they all, like, turn to each other and sort of laugh. And he's like, "Oh, yes, we all received the blessing." And he just pats his belly. You know?
Gross.
Yeah, I received the blessing earlier in town.
Oh, you did?
He like smacks his stomach.
Yeah. He's like, "Yes, we're supposed to keep wary of these 3 fools. See, the head priest, he was deposed by one of the members who was a little too eager, and he visited us as he visited you for the blessing, and he told us to be wary of these 3 fools that he hired, sort of paid them to take the fall when they couldn't figure out what was going wrong, but they got lucky and stumbled across events that were way outside of their ken."
So wait a second. Are you talking about the guy in the town? Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
he is now known as the Lord now.
well, obviously,
Urshulk's chosen.
I'm speaking in past tense. We are talking about the guy, right? Yeah.
Oh, you mean
Just to keep
Sean?
and he puts his hand on the bodyguard. You know, not everyone has to know all the details.
And he goes,
And he winks.
I mean, you could say his name.
"If you're talking about Jean, then yes,
Jean de Vries.
yes."
Believe me, I know. I was there when it all went down. Trust me.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, it was a mess.
I don't remember you at the
Well,
Meetings.
everyone was nude at the time. So you probably wouldn't have recognized him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I see you naked? And he stares at you.
Can't-
Oh, that wound, right?
yeah.
Yes,
Nursing
yes.
chest wound.
They're nursing the wound.
Real
It's gonna
bad.
make a
One of these highwaymen stuck a sword right through my
insight
chest.
check.
Again, sorry about
got a
that. I should have
15.
gotten in the way.
No, that's all right.
Oh, roll a deception against the 15.
Fuck me. Hold on a sec. That might be fucking glorious. Deception.
Yes.
23.
23.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes.
I rolled
yes.
a 17.
Oh my gosh. The converse would have been so much more
That would
fun.
have been so fucking ugly.
No, I'm going to need you to get naked right now.
No, it would have been great.
He's like, yeah, one of these highwaymen got past him and stuck a sword right through my chest.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Mistakes
yes,
happen.
but now with your gift, it should be no problem.
It's, let's just say the gift is taking a little longer to kick in than I'd like.
He looks at you sort of inquisitively, and he goes,
You know, it
as you
sometimes
say,
it sometimes makes me wonder, man. It makes me wonder.
can't wait to use it
Are we-
to do Marshalk's work.
Man, does Marshalk really keep us as safe as we thought? You know?
Yes, he does.
Alden kicks your foot a little bit.
Oh, you know, every now and then you get a message from down below. Really, we're gonna turn in early. We're a little tired, if you don't mind.
Oh, yes, we don't mind.
It's been a very long
We're going to
day.
stay up and, and he's like, he goes, and he's like, if you want, you can join us in our tent. We have presents.
No, I'm actually gonna sleep on the ground
Okay.
with my sword.
I'll keep night watch if that's all right with you.
All right.
Infiltrate.
So where are you guys going to be at night? So you guys can't.
I have Darren standing
There's
guard.
the fire circle, and then about 15 feet away from it in every direction, there's going to be like a tent, and on one side is just going to be the woods. Half circle.
I'm gonna say we Shanghai one of their tents.
I mean, they offered you space in one of them.
All right.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's not worth
You
the
can-
price.
I imagine we can also pitch our own tent.
Let's
Wait.
pitch our own tent. We're gonna pitch our own tent, like far enough away from them where we'd be able to tell if they're coming into it.
Okay.
But
yeah.
not so far as to be suspicious.
Exactly. And
I
I'm gonna.
will sit watch outside of that tent.
Do you guys have a tent? Because my tent's only a 2-man tent.
I'm sleeping in your tent, and Darren and him are standing
These are the
guard.
basic explorer kits you should have.
Yeah.
No, they don't have tents in
No,
them.
they don't?
No,
Okay.
they got bedrolls if it's the.
I mean,
sleep
Xavier
on
slept
the
in worse. So I'll
I will
sleep.
be awake while you're sleeping, so it's immaterial.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll.
It's immaterial. Like
So
a
it's
tent.
it's 5 gold to sleep in my tent because you snore.
Yeah. Like it's like 2 chainsaws rolling around
So after
with each
your
other.
intense night,
Oh.
let's see. Roll a perception check if you're getting a watch.
Okay.
If you're getting a watch.
Getting a watch.
I can't perceive tonight. It's a 6.
All right, so you're sitting there, and
Blind.
Can we roll?
They
Can we
throw
roll one
some
for Darren?
are you? I thought you were going to sleep.
Oh, but Darren's standing guard.
NPC.
NPC.
Oh, Darren.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yeah, make up stats for that
this is
guy.
going to be way worse. No, it's just going to be way worse. So, 20. So Darren's like staring into the camp, and he looks at you, Alden, and he's like sweating, and he looks back to the camp as he watches them drag 3 people out from the tent and just slit their throats like over the fire, and they just sort of like set the bodies on the fire as they do their wibbly wobbly snake dance around it with knives, and they're painting each other with blood, and Alden like looks back after like staring off because he thought he heard something in the woods, and they're just covered in like this paint or whatever, dancing, doing a wibbly wobbly snake dance, and you're like, oh, okay, whatever.
I had been mulling over this plan ever since that whole bluff worked and we got into their tent. I was thinking I've got a spell, Hail of Thorns, that is just like a shotgun blast of arrows that I was considering firing into these guys as like a surprise attack.
I was gonna wait until they sleep and burn all their tents down.
That is
Seems
that's
easier.
Better,
It seems easier. All right, we'll just fucking do that.
All right, so
when they go to bed, just wake him up, and he'll help you
So
burn
they're
him.
out partying till about 3 a.m. They're fully painted with weird snakes up and down their limbs from innocent blood and stuff.
They party hard.
And,
Andrew WK wants them to calm the fuck down.
yes, he called them personally. He was like, can you keep it down? This is Andrew WK. So they go to bed inside their tents after a while. And who's gonna? Let's see. You're Alden. You're
Yeah.
gonna alert everybody that they went to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna nudge these two awake.
Oh man, I was having a terrible dream that people were doing a snake dance in blood.
Yeah, it's weird about that. So they're all asleep right now. Do you want to just burn all their tents down?
Yeah, I have no qualms with doing that.
I mean, I don't want to be vicious about it, but we were going to kill them anyway when we meet up with the cult further down the road, right?
It's just a matter of if they're going to die here or later when they're sacrificed to a god.
I just feel like this is more efficient.
No, this is let's just kill them.
So the sun is just now starting to come up.
We set fire to the whole goddamn village.
All right. So as you walk past the fire, you notice that there are a lot of organs missing from the bodies
Oh god.
that are in the fire.
Yeah, go figure.
Okay.
Do we have like? Are there
All
any
right, so-
any signs of meat monsters that have gone slamming through the village?
No, that's
I
the
think they're
best
just
part.
harvesting.
Oh, good.
Good.
Yeah.
So
Burn,
Which-
baby, burn.
Yes, that's
So you
all
walk
the more
into the
reason.
first tent, and what are you gonna do exactly? There's 5 tents.
I
Let's
think
say.
I'm actually going to set fire to the outside of the tent.
10 people. Okay.
Probably starting from the door,
All right.
the tent flap.
I take a bucket load of ashes from the tent and just chuck it inside there, and then pour
Inside the tent?
like I take like a
What
bit of
then?
them, chuck them in there, and then pour the rest on top of the tent so it's both just go up.
Okay. And Gwynfir?
I'm standing back on Indy again in case any of them get out and I can run them down.
Okay. So as you throw it on, set fire to the tent. You wait a while and you hear just sort of rustling in 2 of the tents. There's still 3 tents that are unchecked.
Burn,
Yeah, get to them.
burn,
You're gonna try and burn all of them.
just burn all of them.
Just as quickly as soon as one
All right.
catches,
I'm
go to
gonna
the
make
next.
checks for all these guys. 1, 2.
Boy, it's gonna be sucked to
Fail,
be them
fail.
in a minute.
Fail, succeed. Fail, fail. Fail, succeed.
So far, like 2 guys have noticed that they're on fire.
3 guys are able to make it out of these tents on fire. So
Called
they
shot.
start burning, and you see the tents explode, sort of push out in weird directions. And then 3 guys come rolling out. They're like tapping themselves, and they're on fire. And they make eye contact with you guys, and boom, their chests explode. They received the gift too.
Xavier's really pulling back the bow just when one of their
It hits him in the head, and the guy staggers backwards, and his chest just rips open, and just organs start pouring out. More organs than he possibly should have had.
He was
And they
very
start
healthy.
they start forming this giant sentient serpent.
he looks to you and goes, "I didn't hit him in the chest."
Yeah, fire now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Called
So
shot to the head.
Not bow. I mean torch.
Oh.
Fire.
So literally the organs start spewing out of him, forming this large snake, and then the organs from the other guys just start pouring into this slosh. The burning tents, you can hear screaming inside of them as this large snake made out of what looks like probably 50 different people's.
Dudes.
I am
organs.
dumping. I'm gonna dump coals on those snakes.
All right, so roll initiative. Do our next combat for this one.
12.
Same.
19.
All right, so let's go with Xavier. You're first.
Yeah. You know what? Which would be more efficient, dumping coals on them or just cutting them apart with the sword?
They were susceptible to fire the last time we fought.
Dumping coals on them.
Snake.
And yeah, I'm just gonna hit
You
him with the
have
torch.
a torch, yeah.
Hit him with the torch.
Yeah. Torch. Is
A
really
torch.
good.
Should you pick up a stick out of the fire and hit him with it?
Yep. And that's, I assume, a melee attack.
Yep, it's going to do 1d8 fire damage.
Is that like what my strength modifier plus basic roll?
No, because it doesn't matter how hard you hit him, it's still fire.
Oh, okay.
You guys should
I
just
mean,
touch
to
him with it.
hit, it's D20 plus strength.
Yeah.
Oh, D20 plus
Yeah.
strength. Does an 18 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you said that's what damage?
That's
1d8.
1d8 fire.
Okay, 6 fire damage.
So 6 fire damage? Okay.
Yep. Are these in fact susceptible to fire like the other
Yes.
ones?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's good. All right, next up. Let's do Alden.
Okay. Alden is going to move in, try to get close to Xavier so he can protect him with a shield, and do a goading attack against the monster.
Ooh, you're gonna call it out.
So yeah, this is basically
What do you use to taunt a snake made purely out of organs? Like, you're made out of totally dicks.
You look like a penis. I think it's going to be more actions speak louder than words on this one. Okay. So he's going to make himself look more open than he is, and really not put a ton of weight into his attacks, but just enough to harry it a little bit.
Okay.
Really draw its attention.
Have at thee.
Oh, I miss.
Oh.
Definitely miss.
Okay.
It was a 1.
So you go to slash into it, and it sort of sloshes out of the way. That's what I was trying to say.
Gross.
Slash and slosh.
Gross.
Groose. Groose got. All right.
Gross.
Guinevere?
Okay, so they're not weak to trampling at all.
Why don't you just trample the other the other tents?
Because they're on fire.
Are all the tents?
All
on
the tents are on fire.
Oh, sweet.
3 guys escaped, and all of their organs formed one giant organiconda.
Ew.
Organiconda.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, trampling's not going to do a darn thing, so I'm going to ride up on Indy, dismount, and light my torch.
All right, you're going to light your torch in the fire while from horseback?
Yep.
I wonder if I could heat my sword.
No, I'm going to get off Indy.
No, I'm just thinking wonder.
Oh, you're getting off in
Yeah. There's no reason to be on him right now if trampling doesn't. No, Tom. He's a horse. You'd need 2 hands.
All right. So, you dismount Indy, and you're lighting a torch in the fire. Next up, we have the Organiconda, as it's now called.
Gross.
Gross. Just after all of these monsters, it's just going to be gross.
It seems to be the motif of this.
Someday we'll fight a non-gross monster.
And then we'll be lucky. Oh, you're just an ogre.
Great.
Great. Are you sure you're not made out of... Well, I mean, everybody's made out of organs, but...
Are you sure you're not 5 ogres stuck together?
For a grotesque blood ritual.
So, it's going to start off by attacking Xavier, who hit it. So, got a +5.
I give a disadvantage.
Oh, cool. 11.
Nope.
As Alden's shield, moves in the way of something that would have hit you normally.
It splorts.
Yes.
Ew.
Splorts against his shield.
It sounds like
With
throwing a
great
water
vigor.
balloon full of Jell-O against a wall.
Oh,
But it doesn't pop.
Yeah.
just
All we are water balloons full of gel.
organ balloons.
That was the original version of Dust in
Alright.
the Wind.
Next one is going to attack Alden directly. So
Okay.
this is gonna be...
Miss.
Yep, it's 14. So it's definitely a miss. I'm sorry. Yeah, 14. Good. So that is also a miss. Alright, next up. Xavier.
Torch again. I'm just gonna. Does a
What's your strength?
17. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, 17 is gonna hit.
Okay. 7 damage.
Fire?
Yep.
Okay.
Smack him again with that big old fire stick. Just a big old fire stick. Woof. Man, I really need to get flaming arrows if these guys are going to be a regular thing. I feel like that's something I should have picked up day 1 after encountering the meat machine.
Alright. Next.
Quick, light me on fire.
Next we have Alden.
Ninjas won't be able to catch you.
Alright, I'm going to try my trick
Or if you're
again.
covered in bees.
Alright.
Maybe this time I'll
goading
actually land a
attack.
hit. Oh yeah, that's much better. I'm going to assume a 25 hits.
Ye gods, yes.
Actually misses. Its AC got higher out of spite. So that's going to be a D8 damage plus a superiority die, which is also a D8.
What type of damage?
Bashing.
Bashing.
Yeah.
Smashing.
Not fire, just bashing. That is... I've forgotten. 8 plus 9, 17.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So that's 17 damage, and... Let's see. It has to make a wisdom save.
How smart is this thing?
Wisdom save DC 14.
Okay. Who rolled a 6, so it fails.
It's not a very good wisdom save.
Clobbered with a fucking...
6. I'm sorry, this has an 8 with plus 8 wisdom save, so it's the most wise organ beast ever.
So until the end of my next turn, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls unless it's attacking me. So if it tries to hit anyone else, it sucks at it.
It's just really focused on how much it hates you.
Oh yeah, I hit it real hard, and it's not happy about that.
Yes, it has little birdies flying around it.
You squished its middle organs.
It has little birdies, but they're like the Magic Man Inside Out birdies.
Yes.
Ah!
Can't fly.
Happy thoughts.
Gwyn.
Tiny, tiny bunnies.
That's fucking gross.
Gonna light him on fire.
All right.
So that was
Stomp him
a...
out.
This is essentially who you're fighting. Magic! all magic you've seen, aside from what Xavier has done, has just been
horrific.
Bad.
Yeah.
And as far as they know, that was just like weird weather.
A coincidence.
All right, so we got
Yeah.
an 18 to hit.
So really, in this world, it is like the witchcraft.
It was a 1d8, you said, for fire.
With a hitting with a torch.
I'm swinging with 2 hands on that torch.
Versatile. No.
Yeah.
All right, so that is a... Yeah, it'd still be strength. That's a 5.
Magic.
Not until you appreciate what a jerk I am.
I mean, Jean Defree is a jerk.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Yeah. So
Just
can we
kill him.
Can we go now?
Organiconda is attacking Alden.
Fucking worst.
That's a miss.
The Organiconda's a dick.
He has disadvantage attacking you, right?
No.
Everyone but him.
That's a miss. And he's gonna attack
miss.
Gwyn.
That's a disadvantage.
Gosh. I rolled a 20 and then a 10. I was like, damn. Almost.
Yay!
Almost.
You
He
just
slides his organs down your throat. Oh, God.
You choke on his organs.
Oh, gosh. You take choking damage.
your organs choke on someone else's organs.
Gross.
My organs can't breathe. There's too many other organs. My lungs can't breathe. There's other lungs in the way.
Someone's probably into it.
All right.
That weird part of deviant art.
I'm into it.
It's the picture of Fred. That's my fetish.
Yeah. It's the best. Really. Xavier, you're up. It's going to be a long, drawn-out fight for no reason.
22.
Hits.
Okay. 9 damage. 9 fire damage, I should say. I'm just playing whack-a-mole with this thing.
Yeah, I'm defending you with my shield, and you're just like poking it with sticks that are on fire. It's working.
Guys, we have to do this for science.
Gwyn?
Sadly, it's going pretty well.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
we've got the fire circle, which is not currently lit, but if we got that started again, could we lure him across it?
Yeah, there's also
Burning tents.
burning tents.
Yeah. I don't want to let it get close to the other cultists. We know what
Yeah.
happens when more than one of them touch.
It is true, too.
Ew.
Yeah.
I don't need some, like, giant organ elephant coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
These only cost
So-
200 gold.
It's really just a dragon made of organs.
That sounds metal as shit.
Sounds
It's
very
named
Dark Souls.
Oregon, also known as Oregon. He attacks you.
In the shape of the
He
state
gives
of...
me dysentery.
I'm done.
He's
I'm out.
Oregon the dragon
I
made
know.
of Oregons.
Wagon the Dragon Oregon. Nope.
Does he have oregano on
The
him?
dragon
This is
wagon.
the season.
Ellen, what do you do with your turn?
I'm going to relight the fire.
Relight the fire.
Yeah.
We didn't start the fire, though. It's never
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Oh, two different.
Can't start a fire without a spark.
Yeah, so is it assumed that I just can do that, or do you want me to roll something for it?
You just you use your torch to rake up some of the coals, and the fire starts. You just need to throw some wood on it.
Alrighty, I do that.
So fire's been lit. It is now lit, fam. All right, Organiconda. You've already taken another turn, so he loses the disadvantage of attacking other people, but you're still going to give him disadvantage.
I didn't think my turn this round yet. Those two did. I didn't.
Oh, Alden, then you're up.
I am going to Commander's Strike. So I take my attack action, but don't make any attack, and I force Gwyn to attack.
Okay.
You get a plus D8 damage bonus.
Sweet.
Shoot him in the face.
Alright, any specific commands, or just kick his ass?
I tell you, attack.
Okay.
Kick his ass.
Stop lighting that fire and attack him.
Stop jerking around.
Gwyn, now, do it!
I'm going to take my maul and sort of step around and hit it in the back of what would be
It's
its
all
back.
back.
Yeah, I know it's all back, but in like,
It's all back muscles.
Hit it right in the kidneys.
yeah, I'm gonna
Which
hit
ones?
it towards the fire.
All of them.
Hopefully, so it just goes like woof, and the top of it falls into the fire. Because I feel like that would make it sad.
This is like we're fighting the Thing, aren't we?
Yeah.
But
Not the
forever.
Marvel Comics, the thing.
No.
Swamp Thing?
No, giant-sized man thing.
See, if any of us spoke
Man
Russian,
thong.
we would have known while that dog was running towards
Yes.
us.
Spoilers.
Yeah, it's just spoilers for a 25-year-old
Yeah.
movie.
So that's a 20.
A 20 to hit?
Yeah.
Hits.
Whee!
So
Okay.
you connect.
So now
So
that's
your
my
damage
maul.
plus a D8. And don't goof him up. I said not to goof him up.
All right, so that's 8. 8
Eight?
damage. Yeah. So apparently I
damage.
goofed with the great weapon fighting before, and you can roll a 2 or a 1 once, but you have to take whatever shows up. So I just rolled the 2 and then re-rolled it, and it was a 1.
Aw.
Sad, really.
Yeah.
Now take Lucky.
Oh, no. I can turn your mic off while you're doing that.
All right. So, Organiconda is now going to attack by using its constrict attack
Nice.
by wrapping around Alden.
I'd like to see him try.
He's gonna try. and-
If
I'd
he-
like to see it.
If he goes in front of me, doesn't that provoke an attack of opportunity?
he's always present. He is the Anaconda.
All right.
He's always in front of you.
All right.
He's not moving in front of you, but he is.
So
It's usually when they're doing being.
like he has to go past me to get to Alden.
No, he's that long. He's like, this is a 100-foot long snake organ thing. He's still in front of you fighting you, but he's not on his face.
He's behind you and around you.
Am I fighting his butt?
You're fighting.
all
You're
butt.
fighting him. His head is it's amorphous, so like his head will appear where his tail is. His head will appear where his head was.
So
it's crazy.
I mean, I'm not fucking with you, but in
Yes.
theory, every attack is an attack of opportunity with this guy because he's in front of us.
yeah, but he's not moving away.
Yeah,
from
that's why you
He's
only
not-
get one per turn.
Yeah,
The answer is no. Just go with it.
yeah. If he starts running away from you or something, then he's like, oh, okay, you get that and stuff. To have fun. He's gonna attack Alden, try to constrict him, so he's gonna do an opposed athletics check against you.
All right.
He has a +3,
I have a +4.
and he rolled a 6, so
Woohoo! 16.
16. So he goes to wrap around you, and you're able to hold part of him off as he.
Please tell me you
Gets
just bring the shield down onto him and hold him in place.
No, it's
He forms
think
a
it's-
meat circle around you.
It's kind of like what you see in like martial arts movies sometimes, where they get like someone wraps a chain or a garrote around their neck and they block it with their hands. It's like that, but with a shield, and my entire body is
Yes.
my neck.
Big ass neck.
So it does not work, and
Big
he is
shield.
going to, after he starts trying to coil around you, he's going to lash out towards Xavier.
Disadvantage on that roll.
He rolled a 1, so
Oh.
It's not gonna get lower.
Not
than
going to
that.
get lower. So he does miss. entirely. I've never rolled a 1, like went for disadvantage and rolled a 1. You're just like, I don't need to roll the other die. There's no point.
I super miss.
Yeah. What if I rolled 2 20s though? All right.
Confirm your miss.
All right. So next up we have Xavier.
Look him up.
The first miss, a nat 1.
And that one. All right, that's
Not
what I
what
rolled
I
on
said.
you.
What was that?
Commander strike. Do it again. Alden.
Don't
it's your
fuck it up
turn.
this time.
Too late.
Commander strike him again.
No, I'm gonna try another goading attack.
Want to try and grapple the snake? ride the mighty moonworm.
Ride the snake. The snake is long.
For
I
you.
have ridden the mighty moonworm.
I miss.
Good for you.
Moon sapphires.
Starting to
With
get
those,
sad.
I could open the gates of Kalash.
You know what? I miss, but I am gonna action surge and take another action because
Okay.
that was sad. It was a sad thing I just did. I don't like it. That's better. 22.
22. Hits.
15 damage.
All right. Damn.
And-
Bludgeoning.
Yep. And then it has to make another wisdom save, DC 14.
Six.
He fails that. So, again, disadvantage against everyone but me.
I don't think he's hit anybody yet,
Yeah, he has completely failed to do any damage to anybody.
and he's just has a lot of.
He's only managed to just wiggle around and be gross.
Yes.
I mean,
Which
granted.
is something. It's a living.
Yeah, he's.
It's
If we
a
kill him
living.
and his last words are, it's a living.
Not anymore, it's not.
No.
That's my turn.
Being an organ snake monster residing in the guts of many cultists.
It's a living. Gross.
Trying to eat enemies of Marshall. I'm not sure exactly what happens. I think they go into my 30 different stomachs I made up out of.
They're digested over the course of 5,000 years.
Yeah. He just has a whole bunch of esophaguses and like all of these human teeth.
It takes a while.
This is very gross.
All right. So,
And then it's Gwyn's turn, right?
Yep.
yep.
All right, I'm gonna light him on fire, and then action surge and light him on fire again.
Atta girl.
The double fire trick.
Yeah, so that's a 20 for my first hit,
Nice.
and a 19 for my second hit.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna roll damage. Whee! Still a D8 of fire.
Yeah.
Holding that torch with 2 hands. Yes, that's 15.
Two-handed torches.
Yeah,
Alright,
like
15?
just sort of like plunge it in like a ritual dagger.
But made of fire.
Yeah.
And wood.
Yep.
All right, so organs explode everywhere. They just shoot in every direction. This campground has a large bloody blast mark that's put out the middle of the fire. And this probably is going to be full of wolves, like,
Let's leave.
as soon as possible. Because there's
fine.
the organs of about 50 people spread about 200
Well,
feet in every direction.
Wolves are into that.
With an epicenter in the middle of this campsite.
Guys, I think we found the organs of everyone in town.
There is no more fire anywhere around.
Only organs.
There's no fire now. Only organs.
I say we move on.
Yeah, I mount up and I bring
Oh.
Darren.
Fuck it. Loot the place first.
Do we really?
Like real D&D players.
No need to leave
So
it
you
behind.
pick through some of these tents with your gloves on.
And a
Just-
pole.
Yes, in a pole.
Poking it.
Is there anything worth a shit in there?
Amongst it, you find actually 100 gold pieces each.
Woo!
And
Paid off.
let's add something that's cool in there.
So this really just means I just made 500 GP this whole trip.
Yeah,
Alright,
we all
much.
made some serious
And you find
magic.
a box of cure-all potions from the traveling salesman that you went past.
We'll see if
A
they do
box of
anything.
his cool cure-all potions. All right, I'll roll a d4.
Anyone?
Sure.
Yeah, just one person.
3.
3? Okay. Okay, cool. Yep. So they are potions of healing.
Sweet.
There's one of those that says snake oil. So,
But it heals you.
How many do we get each?
so that's 2 potions each. It's a set of 6.
Sweet.
Cool. It's called Cure-All Tonic. Whatever.
Magical cure-all tonic.
Nope, they're not magic. Magic doesn't exist.
Totally mundane tonic.
Yes.
Magic's not real.
And so isn't your mom.
Well,
Better than Neo.
What happened to Darren during this horrible fight?
I don't think he wanted to get involved with
horrible
that.
fight.
He watched these cultists slit throats and eat people, so
Probably a little shaken.
he's horrified. The gut monster, you're able to find Darren just weeping in your tent.
How much can a single man vomit in one night? Darren found out.
I
Filled up
comfort
your
him.
spittoon full of vomit.
I comfort him and go, it's alright. The bad men are all dead now.
All right. You guys head out back on the road immediately.
Also, did we get any rest
All
to
right.
get any potion or health back?
Alden and Darren both take disadvantage on all skill checks until they go to sleep.
Exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
What about me and Gwenvere? Any health back?
What? Yeah, you guys took a short rest. So you guys get to roll your
He
hit
didn't
die
really lose any hit
at your
points.
con mod.
Yeah, and I can action surge again.
5, 9.
All right, we'll leave off on the Gwynvere, Xavier, Darren, and Alden heading off on their horseback to the large white gates to the city of Belamontico. There's guards obviously standing outside.
Sweet. End of episode?
Next time on Fetch Quest.
Next time on Fetch Quest.
Next time on Fooch Quest.
Go on.
Next time on Fetch Quest.